If you're over 40, cardio is starving your muscles and telling your body to hold on to body fat. The one thing you're focusing on to lose weight is actually putting your body into survival mode. See, your body was programmed in the caveman days. It never knew when food was going to be available. So it learned to store fat and use muscle in order to survive. But your body never got the memo that food is always available now. So it still holds on to that fat. I'm Kira, and over my 40-year career as a trainer and an author, there's one shift that I always recommend for fat loss, and that's trading cardio for weights. And it's how I've maintained my leanness without ever stepping on a treadmill. And I've spent decades proving that this works by helping thousands of clients break through the exact plateau you're at right now. Most of what you've been told about cardio for fat loss is a myth, and it's stopping your results. Today, I'm showing you the exact training approach I use with clients to finally lose that belly fat for good. When you do endless cardio, your body sees muscle as a luxury it can't afford. So it burns that muscle and keeps the fat. By lifting weights a specific way, you send a biological signal to your body that says, keep the muscle, burn the fat. This is the foundation of my FitnessMakeover fat loss system. The truth is, fat loss is about sending your metabolism the specific signal it needs to feel safe. When you stop starving your muscles and start fueling your strength, belly fat becomes fuel instead of the problem. The first thing you need to understand is that lifting for fat loss over 40 is not about toning. It's about signaling. Most people approach weights like they do cardio. High reps, light weights, going through the motions. But that's not a challenge, that's just a movement. After 40 years, I can tell you that there are certain exercises that are simply better for fat loss than others. Compound movements that work multiple muscles at once send a stronger signal than cables and isolation exercises. But it's not just what you do, it's how you do it. The number one thing I see people doing wrong in the gym is moving too fast. Slow down and make sure your target muscle is actually doing the work. This is what separates people getting results from the ones just going through the motions. The clients with the before and after pictures that you see in my videos, the ones who made dramatic changes, had one thing in common. As Yoda would say, they were willing to unlearn what they have already learned. They let go of bad habits, poor instruction, the things they picked up watching other people in the gym, and learned to do it properly and with the right focus. Once you learn it right, you keep that knowledge for life, just like the alphabet. But the most important part, and the one that most people get wrong, is the weight they're using. Let me give you an example. I once worked with a client who used the same 5-pound dumbbells for years with zero change. When I reviewed her routine, I found the missing link, and that was the load. She told me she didn't want to get bulky, so she'd been adding repetitions instead of weight. She was doing 20 to 25 repetitions thinking more was better. And that's not weight training, that's cardio with dumbbells. Here's what I told her. Bulk doesn't happen by accident. It requires extremely heavy loads, a calorie surplus, and years of very specific training to achieve even a little bit of size. I know because I've tried. The 8 to 10 repetition range doesn't build bulk, it builds strength. And that's exactly what sends the signal to your body to hold on to that muscle and burn fat. So I had her focus on just one thing. I taught her how to progressively increase her load properly. When she could do 10 clean, perfect repetitions, she increased the weight. And that's when she started making real progress. And here's the bonus. Stronger muscle tissue burns more calories all day long, even at rest. That's what speeds up your metabolism and keeps that belly fat coming off. Now that you know how to lift for fat loss, the next question is which machines actually do this for you in the least amount of time? And that's exactly what I'm covering next in this video.